Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Vanessa and you are watching the Exploring Oracle, or the Exploracle for short. So today we will be taking a look at this colorful deck called the Playful Heart Tarot by Kitten Shops. So this is an indie deck. Look at this beautiful gold detail on the box, top box. And it is probably the most colorful deck that I have. So I opened it at the bottom so that I wouldn't break the seal. This. Okay, so inside the box. It doesn't have a physical guidebook, but you can download a PDF of the guidebook. So these are the backs. They are not reversible. It is a bigger than usual. Oh, hold on, let me get a tarot card. Okay, so it is bigger than a standard tarot card, much taller and a little bit wider, but it is a linen cardstock, so I think that I would still be able to shuffle this deck with no problem. Okay, so let me zoom in and we can take a closer look at these cards. All right, so the art in this deck is so playful, it's so childlike, and there's a lot of innocence and happiness that is depicted in the cards that I think would work really well for inner child healing. Now, I am not an expert on inner child healing. Honestly, I haven't done or haven't really focused on any inner child healing for myself. Because I guess I was thinking I don't really need it. I grew up in a normal home. There's no traumatic events or anything like that that I could think of. But when I started looking through these cards, I can't explain it, but it does feel like there's work to be done. I guess that's the easiest way to describe it. And I never expected that to be, to be my reaction or my initial reaction to this particular deck. Now, I haven't used this in any readings yet. I just opened it and looked through the cards, and that was really the vibe or the energy that I was getting from the deck. And I'm not sure I'm ready to work with it, to be honest. So yeah, we'll see. Because tarot is really a great tool, and I can say that because even though it's not even in my intention to use it for that kind of work, it's like it's nudging me into that direction. And of course, it would still be up to me to do it, but yeah, it's giving me these cues, and telling me that whenever I'm ready, it would be there for me. And honestly, I just thought that I would be getting a cute deck. I mean, a really colorful, cute deck, but that isn't the impression. I mean, it feels like there's so much to be uncovered with this deck that I'm excited to use it, but at the same time, I'm really anxious. Because you don't know what's going to come up, and I'm not sure I'm ready, to be honest. So really what drew me was the color. But yeah, it feels like a really really good deck to dive into. I do have another deck that I got, like for inner child healing. It's the Nicoletta Ciccoli. I got the mini one, and I did use that for a while. Again, just for normal readings, not really for inner child healing or work of any sort. But that was also another deck that gave off a different energy, and so I got the full size and rehoned my mini because I felt that, you know, I would really do better with the full size. And yeah, I'll do a flip through of that when I'm ready. But you know, there are a few decks that come or that give off that strong an energy. To me, I have over 100 decks in my collection currently. I look through most of them, and some I really like or I'm really drawn to because of the art and all that. But there are some decks like this one that feel so much more special. And I don't know if you're getting that same vibe when you look at the images during the flip through, because when I first saw videos of this during flip throughs, I didn't feel any of that. I was just drawn to it because it looked colorful. It looked like something that would be good to work with, but this is the reason why I flip through the cards and connecting and bonding with them, because sometimes before we go onto these cards, because sometimes there's really a different energy or feeling that comes off from the deck, and I think that this deck and I would really be bonding but maybe not right now. Okay, so I stopped because we already reached the King of Pentacles, and there are extra cards in this deck. So I think there are 6 extra cards in the Playful Heart Tarot. So they're more like affirmation cards. You can probably use them. You can shuffle them into the deck, but me, I probably use them separately, like an oracle or an affirmation deck. And there is an expansion pack of this that I think has an additional 6 or 7 cards. Trust Life, Express Your Joy. I love this. It's so beautiful. Accept all of you. And I think this would be a really, really good prompt. I think this would be a really good prompt. So the expansion pack and the additional cards in the deck, I'll probably use separate from the tarot, so I won't be shuffling these in. But yeah, so let's zoom out and see how this deck shuffles, and then we will pick a card and we'll read from the PDF so that you have an idea of how the guidebook reads. Okay, so again, as mentioned, they are larger cards, but linen cardstock, so thinner, more flexible, and no issues shuffling that big deck. I like linen cardstock. It makes shuffling even large decks a breeze, although it can get a little bit slippery, as you can see, so I still have to take extra care. Side shuffling is a little bit difficult because of the size. I can probably do it with your hand this way. See, it's sliding, so yeah, just want to show you. A bit difficult. So probably I'll still do it this way. But just to note, it riffle shuffles really well, but it is a little bit slippery when you do overhand. Okay, so we will be reading for the Three of Wands. Okay, so in the guidebook, you have the upright meaning, and then you also have, it says here, in a pickle. So I think that's like the reverse meaning of the card. Okay, so for the Three of Wands, it says, good job keeping up the energy flow and getting things done. Now we're cooking. All that fire is put to good use, cooking up something yum. Great progress. And then you have the in a pickle section and says, keep your eye on the pot. The cook's place is in the kitchen, my grandfather used to say. Don't overestimate your resources. Make sure you have enough fuel for your needs. So it's different, right? It's not a full guidebook, but you have the meanings of the cards, and I think a great message for you to reflect on or to think about. And I can't wait to use this deck. But I'm scared too. And I never feel pressured to start doing shadow work or doing inner child work. Or I don't think that that's something that you should take lightly. I mean, exercise caution. Try to find, say, a support system before you do. Because you never know what would come up and trigger you when you really start looking into yourself, into your childhood, or into the things that maybe not even traumatized you, but the things that made an impact on your life, whether positive or negative. If you start looking at that and really seeing how that impacted you and the work that you have to do to either or the work that you still have to do, let's say if it's something that you need to work on or to improve or to develop. I mean, it's not easy. And I started learning tarot because I really wanted to have that mindfulness practice, maybe a different spiritual outlet and all that. But at the core of it all, it's more for me to really develop and to learn more about myself. And it's decks like this, at least for me, they're special. And even though I haven't really used this yet, the fact that it is impacting me or making me feel all of this energy and anxiety to work with it now, even if I haven't really used it, and I mean, it doesn't even look intimidating at all, right? But I think the only other deck that I felt this strongly about was the Oracle of Echoes, and that art style was totally different. But this looks totally unassuming and light, and yeah, but yeah, this is very special. And I think that when I start working with this deck, it would really be groundbreaking for me. And yeah, if you're interested in this deck, I got this from a shop in Singapore, so it's Love Magic Sparkles. So I will be linking that shop below, but I'll also be putting a link of Kitten Shop's website, so that if you're from the US, you can get it directly from her. But if you're from Asia, it might be easier, or it might be better to consider getting from Love Magic Sparkles because it's from Singapore and shipping might not be as high. If you like this video, please click on the like button. I would really appreciate it. And please consider subscribing to my channel. I post tarot related content at least once a week, maybe an occasional crystal or Lenormand or other or about other things, but mostly tarot flip throughs at this point. If you like that type of content, please subscribe to my channel. I would really appreciate it. And I post tarot related content at least once a week. I'll see you again next time. Bye!